You're dead. The hell I am, they'll see. I've heard this kind of talk before. How I'm finished, through, obsolete. Yesterday's news, I has been a fossil. I'll have you know I'm just as relevant today as I was 25 years ago. No, my agent laughs through the phone like it's the greatest joke in the world. Check your Wikipedia page. You're dead all right. I look around the room and see the small bottles that are scattered everywhere. Those small bottles that make me feel so big. They're empty now, of course, just like me. My suitcase is in the corner, same one I've had my whole career. And it's all bent to hell. Stitching coming out of the sides, but it still does the job. Sorta. Stand-up comedy is a shabby business, made up of a small shabby fellows like me who cross the country, stay at a shabby hotels, and tell jokes they no longer find funny. You show up in a strange town, and the next thing you're gone. Then another town, and another, and another. Then 1,000 more, and then another. You're moving, always moving like a criminal drifter, getting what you can from a place and then getting out. You're never in one place long enough to experience anything but the shabbiest of love. I turn to the girl next to me in the bed. I must have met her last night at the comedy club, where they had a great tall picture of me leaning against the door to remind people what a big shot I once was. Her hair is bright yellow, her lips are bright red, and she's waking up soon. I'll pretend that I remember her. I'll make my way quietly through the dim room to the wide open minibar. It's empty, but for one tiny bottle at the back. I always leave one. I drink her dry the way a man put gas in his car when the tank's nearly empty. Just keep going a little longer down the endless road. Damn near filthy. Over at the table, I hit a couple of buttons on my computer and discover what my agent found so funny. Some joker has changed my Wikipedia page all right, and he's left me for dead. Norm MacDonald, October 17th, 1963 till May 12th, 2013, was a comedian and an actor who was known from... I read on and on till the final sentence, the death sentence. Mr. MacDonald was found dead in an Edmonton hotel room from an overdose of morphine. Well, that's a sight to see, all right. With all the authority in the internet behind it, I'm standing stock still in the very same Edmonton hotel room where I died in the night before. And then I start to laugh and laugh to beat all get out, just like my agent did, just because I'm alive and I can. Then a thought comes to me in a sudden, a thought that steps all my laughing, makes me real cold. It has me craving for a couple of grams of morphine, or at least some whiskey. And the thought is this: the preposterous lie on the screen before me isn't that far off. After all, the only thing the Joker really did was change tenses, turn does to did, and is to was. He got the date of my passing wrong for sure, but nothing else. To misquote Twain, turns out the rumor of my death is only slightly exaggerated. So now I start to read this thing on my computer again, only this time I read it the way I imagine a stranger will in a few years or a few decades, when it's true. In the future, when I was Norm MacDonald. So this is my life then. These words on this screen, well, it doesn't add up to much. Just a series of facts, and I suppose that's what a man's life is after all. But it's more than that too. I mean, it has to be, doesn't it? And so I decide I will write an account of my own life on my own story. My side of the story. Damn near filthy. The girl on the bed is beginning to stir now, and I feel sorry for her. The same way I feel sorry for myself every time I have to wake up. I struggle to remember her name, but it's no good. And as I look at her and wonder who we were last night, I came up with a little title for my book. I'll call it Based on a True Story, because it comes to me that there's no way of telling a true story. I mean really true one, because of memory. It's just no good. It's like when a guy is telling a story and he's way off, and you know it's because the whole story is about you. But he's changing it all around, leaving out important parts and making up others from a whole cloth. Doing whatever he has to do to turn the dead stuff of life into something worth telling. And you'd correct him, but that's the thing. You're not sure you remember it 100% accurately yourself. It turns out your memory isn't the precise court stenographer you think it is, getting every word down just so. It's more like the sketch artist, the way at the back of the courtroom, who is doing his level best to capture images that no longer are. So it won't be a true story. It'll be based on a true story, like every story I've ever told. But I promise you this, it'll be the truth, every word of it, to the best of my memory. And I won't just scratch the surface either. No siree, Bob. I'll claw and tear into the show business career of mine, and I'll let the filth fly, like a mad dog digging up bones buried deep a long time ago. And I'll name names, and I'll drop bombshells. I bet they'll pay good money for that kind of thing, for the straight dope of the Hollywood crowd, and SNLers too. And I need money. I need money to live. Damn near filthy. I open the curtains and it's raining outside. I catch an image of myself in the window, and the rain blurs my thin reflection as I'm barely there at all. And I see there's a bruise under my left eye and some dried blood. I look down at my hand and see the heel of my thumb is swollen purple and hurts like a bastard. And that makes me happy. It means the girl on the bed was fought for and not bought. She's full awake now, and she's holding her head and squinting, and I watch her as she sees me. I can tell she doesn't remember anything either. Well, that's okay. I'll hear all about it later from a guy who runs the comedy club, and I'll sit and listen, transfixed to the forgotten details of the last night, and shake my head, feeling like a trespasser in my own life. I'll look at the girl squarely. I'll get us a bottle. She has a pretty smile.